The first thing you're going to need to do is, if you do not have the Divvy app, you will need to get this, and it's free on the Google Play and App Store. And once you get this, you can actually create an account using your email or phone number, and you'll be brought to the screen like so, where you can actually view all of the different scooters and bikes within this app. And if you wish to view something's health, you can click on it. In doing so, you can actually see how many miles it has remaining on it. Now, it costs $1 to start all of these and costs 44 cents per minute after that. And once you've actually found a vehicle that you would like to rent, all we're going to need to do is you simply click on it on the map, and you click on the edit payment option right here. If you don't have a payment option, you will need one. And you can basically reserve it if you want to reserve it in advance, or click on the scan QR code option where you can scan the top of the bike's QR code within the app. In doing so, it will allow you to rent a vehicle and easily just start your ride within the app. And when you're starting your ride, it's important that you move this lock thing over here to the not lock thing, which is this thing over here. Now, it might be around a pole. This one's just at a stand, but you just need to do this so you can actually allow it to start riding. Now, all we're gonna need to do to end our ride is, you can actually see on our bike, assuming you're at a docking station, it costs completely free to end it at a docking station. But if you want to end it on a public bike rack or some chain link fence like the one over there, it'll actually cost an additional $2.60. But to end it at one of these stations, which you can view on the apps, is you just want to take this thing right here, just pull up on it, and you basically want to lock this around something securely or put it in a rack. And you can basically just put it in here, and as you can see, it'll lock it and just end your ride automatically. And it'll charge you like that, and that's all you need to do to end your ride. Make sure it's around a pole, unless you're at a rack like this that automatically locks. Otherwise, you will be charged more and potentially suspended from whatever biking service you're using. Then you will simply get a ride receipt like this once your ride ends, and you're good to go. You don't have to do anything within the app.